This is Greater Media News.
Welcome to Greater Media News. My name is Zoufeerah Isah. Here are the top stories. Nigerians are facing fresh economic strain as the pump price of premium motor spirits (PMS), popularly known as petrol, climbed at about 1,300 naira per litre in parts of the country. This followed the latest adjustments in the gantry price of PMS by the Dangote refinery following the global crude oil prices. This is just as the Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria warned that the price of premium motor spirits (PMS), popularly known as petrol, could rise to nearly 2,000 naira per litre, while diesel may sell for 3,000 naira per litre if the ongoing conflict in the Middle East persists. The latest adjustment represents the third increase in petrol prices within 7 days since the US, Israel and Iran hostilities commenced. President Bola Tinubu has now approved the establishment of a Presidential Petroleum Reform and Value Optimization Task Force to design and implement the next phase of structural reforms in Nigeria's petroleum sector. This was disclosed in a statement issued on Friday by the Special Adviser to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga. Onanuga noted that the task force is a time-bound, high-level executive working group mandated to produce execution-ready reform blueprints aimed at consolidating ongoing reforms, unlocking capital within the petroleum sector, and strengthening Nigeria's position as a leading global energy investment destination. The governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, has dismissed the judgment of a federal high court in Akure barring him from seeking another term in office, describing the ruling as an unnecessary distraction. Aiyedatiwa stated that he had never declared interest in contesting another governorship election in the state. Speaking during a live interview on Channels Television, the governor said many narratives circulating on social media had misrepresented the situation. According to him, there is currently no timetable for another governorship election in the state, and he has not taken any steps suggesting he intends to run again. The Ondo State government has announced restrictions on the operations of commercial motorcycles, popularly known as Okada, across the 18 local government areas of the state. The restriction, which takes immediate effect from Wednesday, March 11, 2026, prohibits the use of motorcycles between 7 p.m. and 6 a.m. The commander of the Ondo State Security Network Agency, also known as Amotekun, Akogun Adetunji Adeleye, disclosed this on Wednesday at the agency's headquarters in Akure, the state capital. Adeleye said the directive was issued by the state governor in line with existing laws and public safety regulations aimed at strengthening security and maintaining public order. Athletes from Greater Tomorrow International College put up an impressive performance to secure second place in a relay event at an invited school athletics competition held last week. Competing against several strong teams from other participating schools, the Greater Tomorrow Relay Squad demonstrated speed, coordination and determination throughout the race. On foreign scene, Iran said on Wednesday it was ready for a long war of attrition that would destroy the world economy, after firing on 2 commercial ships and threatening any vessels from the US or its allies. Iran said the world should be ready for oil at $200 a barrel as its forces hit merchant ships on Wednesday, and the International Energy Agency recommended a massive release of strategic reserves to dampen one of the worst oil shocks since the 1970s. The war, unleashed with joint US and Israeli airstrikes nearly 2 weeks ago, has so far killed around 2,000 people, mostly Iranians and Lebanese, as it has spread into Lebanon and thrown global energy markets and transport into chaos. US President Donald Trump has said that Iran will be hit very hard over the next week, adding that US already damaged them so badly. Earlier, US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said Iran's new supreme leader is in hiding, wounded and likely disfigured. The U.S. State Department has now offered a $10 million reward for information about Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, and other top officials. It's time for entertainment and sports news. Aisha Sodiq is standing by in our other studio. Good morning, Aisha. Good morning, Zoufeerah. Now on entertainment scene. Popular Nigerian streamer and TikTok sensation Habib Hamzat, better known as Pella, is currently the talk of the internet, and his ongoing state tour continues to attract massive attention from young Nigerians across the country. Last week, the 21-year-old online star kicked off the tour with high energy, and in every state he has visited so far, fans have trooped out in large numbers just to catch a real-life glimpse of the internet sensation. Arsenal winger Max Darman has made history after becoming the Premier League's youngest goalscorer at just 16 years. Darman came off the bench to score the Gunners' second goal in their 2-0 victory against Everton. Elsewhere, Manchester City drew 1-1 at West Ham, while Chelsea lost 1-0 at home against Newcastle United. Manchester United defeated Aston Villa 3-1, while Liverpool played a 1-1 draw against Spurs. With 7 matches left to play, Arsenal have now extended their lead at the top of the table to 9 points. That's all for my end. Back to Zoufeerah for the rest of the news. Thank you, Aisha. Every March 15 is an annual holiday celebrated globally to honor mothers, maternal bonds, and the influence of mothers in the society. Today, we rise to celebrate the women whose love built our first homes, the women whose hands carried more than groceries. They carried dreams, burdens, prayers, and entire generations. Her mother is the first voice we hear before we understand words, the first teacher before we step into a classroom, the first protector before we learn how to defend ourselves. She's the quiet strength behind every success story. When the world sleeps, she stays awake. When hope seems far, she keeps believing. To every mother who wakes before dawn to prepare a future she may never fully see, we say thank you. To the mothers who wipe tears and whisper, "It will be alright." Even when their own hearts are heavy, we see your courage. To the mothers who sacrifice comforts so their children can rise, who give the last portion, who pray the longest prayers, who fight silent battles just so their families can smile. Today, we honor you. Motherhood is not just a role, it's a calling written in patience, strength, and endless love. You are the heartbeat of the home, the light in the darkest moments, the hands that lift us when we fall. Because of you, children learn kindness. Because of you, families stay strong. Because of you, the world still knows what love looks like. So today, we celebrate every mother, biological mothers, grandmothers, stepmothers, guardians, and every woman who has loved, nurtured, and protected like a mother. Your sacrifices are seeds. Your love is a legacy. Your strength is the foundation of tomorrow. From every grateful child, from every life you have shaped, from every heart you have touched, Happy Mother's Day. We honor you, we appreciate you, and we love you. And that ends this week's news production. On behalf of the entire Greater Media crew, I wish you all a wonderful week. I still remain Zoufeerah Isah. No press, no information.